Ottobock, a leading German prosthetics manufacturer, has recently undergone significant changes in its ownership structure under the leadership of Hans Georg Näder. However, recent decisions made by Nader have raised serious doubts about the company's future. In 2017, the Nader family sold a 20% stake in Ottobock to Swedish financial investor EQT for a reported amount of €430 million, valuing the company at around €3.15 billion inclusive of €1 billion debt. The investment was intended to pave the way for an initial public offering, or IPO, of Ottobock, which was announced several times. Hans Georg Näder abruptly cancelled the IPO in May 2022, citing unfavourable market conditions. In the summer of 2023, EQT and Nader announced an intended sale of 30% of Ottobock, the 20% held by EQT and the 10% held by Hans Georg Näder himself. JP Morgan Chase sent an information memorandum to numerous potential interested parties. However, no further progress was made on the sale. With no buyers on the horizon, and with EQT under pressure to sell its stake as their investment cycle reached a 7-year mark, Nader had no choice but to buy back EQT's stake for around €800 million, at the valuation levels of the proposed IPO of €5 billion, including €1 billion debt. The Nader family secured massive financing to complete the buyout, taking on a staggering debt burden. To finance the buyback, the Nader family obtained a €1.1 billion loan from a consortium of investors through Nader Holding, Ottobock's parent company. Industry insiders speculate that the interest rate could be higher than 10%, with a payment-in-kind structure, meaning interest will be due at the end of the loan term. This arrangement will lead to a crippling accumulation of debt, placing immense financial strain on the company. The enormous debt taken on by Nader Holding GmbH effectively strong-arms Hans Georg Näder into pushing for an Ottobock IPO. The exorbitant interest rate and payment-in-kind structure mean the company will face a colossal debt obligation at the end of the loan term. An IPO may provide the necessary funds to pay off the accumulated debt and interest, while allowing Nader to maintain control. However, the success of an IPO is far from guaranteed and depends on market conditions, return of the company to profitability, and investor sentiment, adding significant risk to this strategy. The decision to take on such massive and unsustainable debt to finance the buyback raises serious red flags about Ottobock's long-term viability. The sudden cancellation of the planned IPO in May 2022 and the abrupt ouster of the entire top management team point to severe instability within the organization under Nader's leadership. The enormous debt load, sky-high interest rate, and payment-in-kind structure cast grave doubts on the company's ability to service its obligations while continuing to invest in research and development, potentially crippling growth and adaptability in the rapidly evolving prosthetics industry.